Important thing I said in the previous class was electricity, that means electrical energy is the most desirable form of energy. Why? Because it can easily be converted into the other forms of energy. Okay, we got many appliances, all are based on electricity, all are electrical appliances. Electricity is making our life comfortable, convenient. Okay, then electrical energy formula I gave you, electrical energy formula, first formula was VIT. I gave different formula, you can have a look at that. Or electrical energy formula, we can write power into time you can write. The SI unit of any kind of energy is joule, so SI unit of electrical energy is also joule. But it has a commercial unit also. Commercial unit is called also BOT, Board of Trade Unit. We consume electricity or we consume electrical energy at home and we pay the bill according to the charges fixed by the government or fixed by the company. So 1 unit means 1 kilowatt hour. The commercial unit of electrical energy is kilowatt hour, kWh. 1 kilowatt hour is how many joules? 3.6 into 10 to the power of 6 joules. So 3.66 and then power also comes 6 over here. So that is the value of 1 kilowatt hour. And I give a definition of 1 kilowatt hour also. We pay the bill every month for consuming electrical energy. Remember this part. We don't pay the bill for consuming current or for consuming voltage or for consuming power, but we pay the bill for consuming electrical energy. That I did. Then after that I talked about electrical power. How do we measure electrical power? It is the rate of consumption of electrical energy. So the power formula will be writing energy upon the time. And the formula power, if you remember, P is equal to VI. And if you multiply by time, you get the value of energy, because energy formula is power into time. And the SI unit of power is watts, denoted by capital W. And there are different units I already mentioned yesterday, so those were the important points. Okay, now lesson begins. Write on a statement, write on a bulb. A bulb is marked 100 watt dash 250 volt. Put a single inverted comma. A bulb is marked 100 watt hyphen 250 volt. What do you mean by this statement? The question is, what do you mean by this statement? What do you mean by this statement? What do you mean by this statement? Okay. Now the answer. Answer will write. This statement means that when the bulb is operated at a maximum voltage of 250 volt, comma, it will consume a power of 100 watt. It will consume a power of 100 watt. A bulb is marked 100 watt dash 250 volt. The meaning of this statement is, when the bulb is operated at a maximum voltage of 250 volt, it will consume the power of 100 watt. Okay, now in short I will tell you what is it and why they give like this. Every electrical appliance, maybe electric bulb, you got refrigerator, you have washing machine, you have heater, you got televisions, so many things are there, electrical bulbs. In every electrical appliance, two things the company always mark. Company always will emboss on the appliance. This thing will be always written. The value of power and the value of voltage will be always rated. So for example, bulb, we have a bulb of 100 watt, we can have a bulb of 60 watt, we can have a bulb of 40 watt, all different power values. And at the same time they will be writing 250 volt. If you have not seen it, you just read the marking in the bulb detail, or you can read anything, any label over there. In any appliance you have a label pasted there, there will be a tag over there. In that tag you read these two things always will be marked. So what is the meaning of this statement? This question they very often will be asking in Icse. They have asked in the past many times. So this statement meaning I said that when the bulb is operated at a maximum voltage of 250 volt, maximum voltage, why I am saying? Because if the voltage is more than this 250 volt, the bulb will fuse. Bulb cannot withstand high voltage, higher than 250 volt. That is the maximum limit. Lesser than this 250 volt we can always use, but more than that is not allowed. If you apply the voltage more than 250 volt, the bulb will fuse. What is the value of voltage for household electricity, for domestic supply? What is the value of voltage? Normal voltage value is normal 220 volt. They keep a margin 220 volt we can use. If they keep, because sometimes fluctuation takes place and the voltage becomes high. So voltage becomes high, but it does not cross 250 volt. By mistake, if it crosses 250 volt, the bulb will fuse. And sometimes that happens, when the voltage suddenly comes very high, many bulbs, many electrical devices, electrical appliances, they get damaged. The filament and all will break, they will fuse. Many bulbs and all will fuse. So that is the reason, because the voltage is exceeding 250 volt. Because of that only the bulb is getting fused. But when we use the bulb at 250 volt, at a maximum voltage of 250 volt, how much power will it consume? It will consume a power of 100 watt. That is the meaning of this statement. Similarly, if I say a bulb or a heater, there is a heater is marked. You may not copy, just have it marked 1 kilowatt dash 250 volt. What is the meaning of this statement? If they are asking you the meaning, so same way we say. The statement means that when the heater is operated at a maximum voltage value over here, maximum voltage of 250 volt, it will consume a power of 1 kilowatt. 1 kilowatt, instead of saying that, we can say 1000 watt. It will consume a power of 1000 watt. That also we can say. Okay, so this is the meaning of this statement. This is quite important part of this chapter, quite important question. Now question will be like this. There is a short numericals on this, like question number 1. You can write on the question, I have already written here. A bulb is marked 100 watt dash 250 volt. Find number 1 resistance of the filament. Resistance of the filament of the bulb when it is glowing, and the second part, maximum current, max current that it can withstand. There are two questions in this. This type of numerical is also important. Question says a bulb is marked 100 watt dash 250 volt. Find two things. What are the two things they are asking to find? Number 1, resistance of the filament of the bulb when it is glowing. Number 2, maximum current that it can withstand. Okay, I will give one more case for that. Number 3, energy consumed by the bulb when used for 10 hours. When used for 10 hours. Third part is also there in the question. I have added. They may even give. Question will carry then 3 marks. Okay, now answer of each part I will know. Number 1. Answer number 1. What are the two information we are having? We are having power value and voltage value known. V is known and V is known, and we have to find resistance. What is the suitable formula? We will have P equal to V squared by R. This is the formula we like. Power is equal to V square by R. You can check the formula. First formula I had P equal to VI, voltage and current. Second formula I have P equal to I square R. And the third formula I have yesterday's class, you can see V square by R. Now I put the value. Power is given in the question. What is the value of power? 100 watt, right? 100. Voltage is how much given? 250. 250 square is there. So I will be writing 250 to 252 times and divided by R. Calculate the value of R. The value of R will become 250 into 250 divided by 100. Cancel 0, 0. 0, 0 will go 0. 25 into 25, the answer will come 625 ohm. Unit of resistance is ohm. This kind of symbol will give. This is called omega, ohms. Okay, that is the first part answer. Now the second part, answer for the second part. We have to find maximum current that it can withstand, that it can tolerate. Maximum current. That part will be doing, that is like P equal to VI. V into I. Power is equal to voltage into current. So power value will put 100. Voltage is how much? 250 we have. Find current value. Find the value of current. Therefore, 100 by 250 is the value of current. Cancel now. 5 2s are 5 5s are. The value of I is coming 2 upon 5 ampere. 2 upon 5. The 2 upon 5 we will not give the answer in fraction. We must change the answer in decimal. So let us divide and give the answer in at least one decimal place. That I 2 by 5 we divide, answer is 0.4. Then what maximum current can flow through the bulb? This answer 0.4 ampere. If the value of current is more than this value, the bulb will fuse. That is the idea here. And the third part we are doing now here. Third part. You have to find the energy consumed. Energy. So energy formula, I will be writing the energy is equal to power into time. Because power is given in the question. Power is how much? 100. So I write here 100. Time is given how many hours? 10 hours. You can write here 100. Unit also you can write here along with this 100 watt. And time is 10 hours, like 10 hours. 110 multiplied, the answer will become 1000 watt hours, WH. But we find the answer of energy consumption in terms of kilowatt hour. If question asks you, give your answer in terms of SI unit, then what will keep as it is in hours, you will change into seconds. That means you will write 10 into 60 into 60 and give the answer. But probably they will not ask you that. They will ask you to find the energy consumption in terms of kilowatt hour, because kilowatt hour is the commercial unit. The first way of finding this in watt hour, you change kilowatt. How do we change? 1000 divided by 1000 kilowatt hour, because 1 kilo means 1000 watt. So 1 watt will be equal to 1 by 1000 kilowatt. So you have to divide by 1000. So 1000 cancel. The answer will be 1 kilowatt hour, 1 kWh. This is the value of energy consumption. Energy consumption value is 1 kilowatt hour. So that is the answer for all these three parts. So hope you understood this one, how we are doing it. Okay. Next question now. We are doing some numericals and then we have to do some theories. So this is the first numerical problem on this chapter. Okay. Now next question I am beginning from here. Two bulbs, right question, two bulbs A and B, two bulbs A and B are, rated 100 watt dash 220 volt and 50 watt dash 110 volt. 50 watt dash 110 volt respectively. Find, compare. Question says compare. Number one, their resistances. Number two, their current. That is the question. Compare their resistances, and number two, their resistances. Compare means you will find the ratio of the two cases. Okay, now see the answer. Bulb A's rating is this and this, and the bulb B's rating is 50 watt and that. You have to find the resistance. What you can do, you can add the formulas. Since P equal to V squared by R, you are doing the first part. Since P equal to V squared by R, so there are two cases. Since P equal to V squared by R, so there are two cases. The case is for bulb A and the case for the bulb B is there. So we will be doing like this. P1 I write and the next time I write P2. So P1 value write V squared by R, V1 squared by R1. Make R1 the subject, right? R1 value will become V1 squared by P1. R1 value will become V1 squared by P1. So I put the value V1 squared. V1 value is how much here? 220. So you write 220 into 220, 210 because of the square. P1 value is how much here? 100. So we can write here 100. This much ohm as equation 1. You may not cancel, just keep it like that. Second case also you will be doing similarly. You can write here similarly. R2 will be equal to V2 squared by P2. R2 value is same way. R1 is V squared by P, so R2 will be V2 squared by P2. Put the value of V2. The value of V2 is how much? 110. You will write it 110 into 110. And P2 value is how much? Power value is how much? 50. So write 50 here. This much ohm. Equation number 2. Therefore, we will be dividing it at P1 by P2 is equal to, divide this equation by this equation, dividing it 220 into 220 upon 100. You are dividing this like this, dividing by this value 110 into 110 by 50. So we will divide, then this will turn upside down, it will become 220 into 220 by 100 into, this will become 50 by this, 110 into 110. Now we cancel that, find the answer. 50 2 times will cut, 110 2 times will go, 110 2 times will go, 2 and 2 will cut. We have the answer to be 2 by 1. We can add the answer to 2 is to 1. 2 is to 1. That is the answer for case 1. First case. Now the second case, we are doing it here. Second case. Power and current you have to find. So you like P is equal to VI is the formula. Since P equal to VI, again there are two cases. The case for the bulb A and the case for the bulb B we have. So I am writing it P1 is equal to V1 I1, P2 is equal to V2 I2. You can put the value. V1 value is how much? Sorry. Or next time you can divide that P1 by P2 is equal to V1 I1 by V2 I2. Now you can put the value. Power number 1. What is the power? 100. P2 value is how much? 50. V1 voltage is 220 into I1 and this is 110 into I2. Now you can find the answer. 110 2 times will go. 50 2 times will go. Here 2 and 2 will also go. We have the answer coming 1 is equal to I1 by I2. You can add 1 by 1. Next time the answer will come I1 is to I2, answer will come 1 is to 1. That is answer. Compare this, you have to find the ratio always. In the first case and the second case you are dividing. So this is the answer for the first case and this is the answer for the second case. So this type of question will carry 3 marks. So please learn it well. So whatever types of questions we are giving, so your in ICC, so these types of questions will only come. So questions cannot be out of whatever we are not doing. So it cannot be out of that. So whatever we will be doing, so it will be from there only. So please learn it well. Because we are exactly following the syllabus and the pattern, question pattern. Okay. Now the another type of problem. Question number 3 now. third problem. Question says, you can write down the question. Two bulbs of 100 watt each. Question says two bulbs, I write in short, two bulbs of 100 watt each, comma, three fans of 60 watt each, comma, four tubes of 40 watt each are used at an average of 8 hours daily. Find, number one, the total energy consumed by them for a period of 10 days. Number two, the amount of electricity bill to be paid at the rate of rupees 5.50 per unit. That is the question. Now you see the answer for this question. This type of questions also is quite important type. Once again I read the question, what it said and what we have to do. Two bulbs of 100 watt each, three fans of 60 watt each, comma, four tubes of 40 watt each are used at an average of 8 hours daily. Find, number one, the total energy consumed by them for a period of 10 days, and second part, the amount of electricity bill which we have to pay at the rate of rupees 5.50 per unit. Exactly the same kind of situation we are having at home. So you can also calculate, okay, we are having different type of bulbs, tube lights are there at home, and we are using, you can roughly calculate how many hours each one we are using, and you can calculate the total energy consumption, and according to that you can even calculate the monthly bill. So okay, now how we do this question? We will be doing that. This first part, kind of total energy consumption. Total energy consumption will be equal to energy consumption formula will be power into time. So we will be having power. Let us add all the power together here. Two bulbs of 100 watt will become 2 into 100. Total power will be 200 plus three fans of 60 watt. I like that 3 into 60 plus four tubes of 40 watt. I like 4 into 40. These are the value of power, total power, this much watt. Total value of wattage, that is total power value is this much. 2 into this, 3 into that, 4 into this, that I write. Power value we got. Now I will multiply with the time. What is the time given here? 8 hours. Right here, 8 hours. But we have to calculate the total energy consumed by them for a period of 10 days. Into 10 will do. In one day we are using for 8 hours. In 10 days, for how many hours we are using? So 8 into 10, that is 80 hours. As simple as that. So we can write multiply by 10. If the question talks about a month, you can multiply by 30, or the question will clarify the month of 30 days or a month of 31 days. Accordingly, you can multiply over. So now let us do the calculation. This becomes 200, this becomes 180, this is 160 watt, this is 80 hours. Add all of this, so total become 540 into 80 hours, like this. We'll multiply. 0 will come here. 8 4s are 32. Carry 3, 8 5s are 40. This much watt hours. After finding the answer in watt hour, we will immediately change into kilowatt hour. How do we change? 43200 divided by 1000 to change into kilowatt hour, kWh. Why kilowatt hour? Because commercial unit of electrical energy is kilowatt hour, and we are paying the unit means 1 unit means 1 kilowatt hour. So it is must to change the answer in kilowatt hour. Now calculate answer. 2020 will go, 0 will be removed and decimal will come here. 43.2 kilowatt hour. This is the answer for first part. This is the total energy consumption. Now the second part we do now here. We have to find the amount of electricity. We write down amount of bill equal to, for consuming 1 unit we have to pay 5 rupees 50 paisa. For consuming this much unit, how much we have to pay? Multiply. Amount of bill will be coming here. 43.2 multiplied by 5.50. Now we have to do the calculation. We have to multiply here. So multiply and check how much is your answer coming. That much answer you can write in form of rupees. Rupees this much. Rupees this much. Rupees this much. You can do the calculation in the rough side and write out the final answer there. I'm just doing the calculation here. 43.2 only you can write. 5.5 only you can write and multiply. 5 to the 10. This is coming 237 rupees already here. 237.660. This is the answer. So how much will be the electricity bill for consuming all these appliances for a period of 10 days? The answer is 237.60. You can verify the calculation, okay? By calculator you can use at home, but exam time you have to do the calculation like this. So that is the answer for this question. Now we'll do another question. We are doing another question now. Question says, now the main question is three bulbs. Question says 3 bulbs of 80 watt each are used at an average of 10 hours. 4 fans of 60 watt each are used at an average of 5 hours. 2 tubes of 40 watt each are used at an average of 8 hours. 8 hours. And here you write 1 heater of 2 kilowatt is used at an average of 4 hours. That is the question. Now question says find the amount of monthly bill. You have to find this. Find the amount of monthly bill. Find the amount of monthly bill of 30 days. 30 days. If the electrical units are charged at the rate of rupees 6.00. That is the question. So they have given 1, 2, 3, 4 different type of appliances given, their numbers given. Now we will do it the same way. But here one thing you will observe, that the timing is all different. 3 bulbs we are using for 10 hours separately, for 5 hours separately, for 8 hours separately, for 4 hours separately. Unlike the previous question, in the previous question we had all the appliances consumed for same number of hours, for same number of time. I mean hours. But here the number of hours are all different. So you have to do it separately. We cannot find the total energy consumption all together. We have to do it separately. First we will be writing energy consumed. Energy consumed by bulbs. We can mention 3 bulbs. Energy consumed by 3 bulbs. Here we will do the same power into time. So 3 into 80. This much watt into the time. What is the time for this 10 hours? We have to have 10 hours, and for 30 days we are using into 30 we can do here. Let us find the answer. This will become 240 watt. This is coming 300 hours. Multiply 24, 3 is 72, and 1230 watt hours coming. Changing kilowatt, what do we change? Divided by 1000. So kilowatt hour will come. 3000 will go, the answer will come 72 kilowatt hours. This is the first part, of the energy consumption by the 3 bulbs we have done. Now same way we will do energy consumed by, second thing is what? 4 fans. We can write here 4 fans. Same way we will do 4 multiplied by 60. 60 watt into, what is the duration for it? Duration for it 5 hours. 5 hours into 30 days, because we are calculating energy consumption for a period of a month, and that is 30 days. Question only says. So multiply this, become 240 watt. This is coming 150 hours. Let us multiply 0, 10 for the 60. This much watt hour. We are changing in kilowatt, dividing by 1000, I write that 36 kilowatt hours. Now similarly we are calculating for 2 tubes. 2 tubes do 2 into 40 watt, 2 into 40 watt into 8 hours. 8 hours into 30. 42 is 80 watt into 240 hours. The answer is 20 will go, 8 for the 32. This much watt hours. We are changing in kilowatt. How do we change in kilowatt hour? Dividing by 1000. So 20 will go, answer will become 19.2 kilowatt hours. 19.2 divided by 1000. And the last one we are doing for a heater. Energy consumed by one heater. What is the value of power? Is how much? 2 kilowatt. You can add 1 into 2 kilowatt, 3 kilowatt as it is. You cannot change. Into how many hours? 4 hours. 4 hours into 30 we do. Every time into 30, because for 30 days we are calculating. So let us calculate answer. What is answer? Directly 2 4s are 8, 3s are 240. Total answer. And kilowatt multiplied by hours become kilowatt hour. Here you don't have to change because you have kept the power in kilowatt. So kilowatt hour. What is the total energy there? Now I calculate the total energy consumption. Total energy consumption. Total energy consumption. Total energy consumption. All will be adding. What is the first one? 72 plus second energy is 36 plus 19.2 plus 240. Let us add all of these, and that much is the value of energy consumption, and that energy consumption will multiply by the cost. Costing is given 6 rupees for 1 unit. Multiply by 6 and you get the total monthly bill, amount of monthly bill. What is the total of all these coming here? You can check. Kilowatt hour. You can check the calculation using calculator. There may be a mistake in calculation because I have been written mentally out here, so you can correct it always. But the method matters. The total energy consumption is therefore not right. Therefore monthly bill monthly bill equal to this answer 367.2 into the costing is 6 rupees. You just add 6, multiply 6 to the 12. This much. The right answer rupees 2203.2. You have to add on 0 here in paisa you are expressing. Rupees 2203.20. So that is the answer for this question. I think these are the types of problem here which we have done. This type of problems may come in exams from this chapter. Now they have reduced the syllabus, so there is less scope. So these are the probable type of questions which they may be framing, they may be asking. So tomorrow, on the next day, we will be doing one problem here and then we will be doing theory part. I think next class this chapter will be over. This chapter is short, okay, so next class it will be over. So thank you for the day.